Read the story below and answer the questions 1 through 10. What are stars? Many people have an idea of what stars are made of. Both children and adults may say they could be lights, people, or creatures covered in lights. A group of hunters were camping in the mountains. One night they saw two lights moving high upon the mountain ledge. They, they stared at the two lights. Then the lights moved over to the other side of the mountain. They were out of sight. Every night the hunters would watch the two lights. After a few nights, the hunters decided to find out what the two lights were. The next morning, the hunters walked over the mountain ledge to the other side. They found the two lights, but they were two unusual creatures. They had round bodies and their bodies were covered with fur. When the wind blew, the bright sparks of light flew out from the fur. The group of hunters decided to take these creatures home. After a few days, the hunters realized that the creatures would glow bright at night. However, they became balls of grey fur during the day. Only during the wind the creatures would glow. The creatures never said a word and they did not leave. Then after 7 days the creatures rose up quickly, glowing, and moved up into the night sky. The hunters watched and realized that they were stars. Question number 1. When the creatures moved up into the night sky, how did the hunters react? Option A. They asked the creatures to stay. Option B. They forced the creatures to stay. Option C. They watched the creatures go. Option D. They begged the creatures to stay. So it is written in the paragraph that one night they saw two lights moving up upon the mountain ledge. So it means they watched the creatures go up high upon the mountain ledge. Question number 2. What do the hunters do with the creatures after they see them? Option A. They help them move up to the night sky. B. They watch them carefully for weeks. Option C. They help them climb the mountain. Option D. They take them home. So, the group of hunters decided to take these creatures home. So, option D is the correct option here. Question number 3. What happened when the wind blew? Option A. The group of hunters went camping. Option B. Bright lights came out of the fur. Option C. The creatures would move up to the night sky. And option D is the creatures would move out of sight. So it is written that bright lights came out of the fur. Question number 4. When did the creatures leave the hunter's home from when they first came to the hunter's home? Option A. After 3 days. Option B. After 7 days. Option C. The next morning. And the last option is that night. So it is written that after 7 days the creatures rose up quickly, glowing, and moved up. So option B is the correct one. Question number 5. What did the creatures look like during the day? Option A. Round bodies. Option B. Bright lights. Option C. Balls of grey fur. And option D is stars. So they were balls of grey fur during the daytime. Question number 6. Where did the hunters first see the lights? Option A. On a mountain ledge. Option B. In the night sky. Option C. At their house. Option D. At their campsite. So they found the lights on the mountain ledge. Question number 7. Why did the hunters let the creatures go instead of keeping them for a longer time? Option A. They realized they were stars. Option B. The police told them not to keep them. Option C is they were forced to let them go. And the last option is they felt bad keeping them. So it is written they realized that they were stars. So the answer is option A. Question number 8. What did the lights turn out to be? Option A. Flashlights. Option B. Lamps. Option C. Two creatures. And the last option is 4 moons. So option C is the correct option here. Question number 9. Which detail lets the reader know that these creatures were stars? Option A. When they glow and move up to the night sky. Option B. When they are moving along the mountain ledge. Option C. During the day. And the last option is when the hunters saw the creatures' round bodies. So here option A is the suitable one. Question number 10. What is the central message in the story? Option A. Animals in the woods. Option B. How many stars are in the sky? Option C is what the stars are like. And the last option is the things hunt. So here option C will be the suitable option. Question number 11. If you distrust someone, how do you feel about them? Option A is you trust them very much. Option B is you trust them a little. C is you do not trust them. And the last option is you trust them sometimes. So here option C is the correct one. The meaning of distrust someone is that you do not trust that person. Question number 12. The runner did not drink enough water and his body felt very weak. He thought he was going to faint. What does faint mean? Option A, die. Option B, become unconscious. Option C is stop talking, and the last option is wake up. So, faint means becoming unconscious. Question number 13. Amanda's dad asked her what happened to the lamp that was broken in the living room. She knew that she and her sister had broken it when they were playing with the basketball. She told her father the truth about what happened, and that is, it was an accident, even though she knew they would still get in trouble. Amanda was very dash about what happened to the lamp. Option A is dishonest, option B is happy, option C is fortunate, and the last option is honest. So Amanda was very honest about what happened to the lamb. Question number 14. Ali was jumping up and down and watching out the window. He could not wait for his mother to get home. She was bringing his new baby sister home for a first time. He wanted to see her and play with her for the first time. He checked the clock and counted down the minutes until it was finally 4 p.m. Ali was dashed to see his new baby sister. Upset, disappointed, amused, or excited. So Ali was excited to see his new baby sister. Question number 15. Fatima had been trying to solve the same math problem for an hour. She kept writing and rewriting the problem over and over again. When she kept getting the wrong answers, she put her hands on her head, leaned back on her chair, and said, I quit. I will never get it right. Then she tore up the paper and threw it away. Fatima felt dash trying to solve the problem. Sad, frustrated, tired, or worried. Fatima felt frustrated trying to solve the problem. Question number 16. Sukra loved being around her baby cousin. She always made sure that he had all of the toys and snacks that he needed. She played with him and made sure that he was happy. As soon as her cousin started to cry, she would hop up and get whatever he needed. She always wanted him to be happy. Sugra is a very dash cousin. Caring, lazy, annoying, or bossy. She is a caring cousin. Question number 17. Which reason fits best with the example? Ahmed is the nicest kid in the third grade. For example, he gave Amna his cookie when she scraped her knee. So option A is he lets others finish talking before he speaks up. Option B is he points out when someone does something well. Option C is he gives food to people when they are upset. Option D is he is a respectful kid. So, according to the example, he gives food to the people when they are upset. So, option C is the right one. Question number 18. Read the sentence. Sukra's breath heaved in her chest, but still she ran on and on towards the finish line. Based on this sentence, what is Sukra probably like? Clumsy, confident, rude, or determined? So, option D is the correct option here. She is a determined girl. Question number 19. Where is the conversation taking place? Mom, why have you performed poorly in geography? Ahmed, you see, Mom, the teacher asked me where the Black Sea is. I didn't know. Mom, it's you all over. You never know where your things are, let alone that Black Sea. So option A is at home, option B in a plant, option C is in a beauty parlor, and the last option is at school. So it's a conversation between a mom and a son. So it is taking place at home. Question number 20. You want to inform someone about one way to make tea. Inform means teach someone about something. What should you write? Option A is put the tea leaves into your teapot, then pour in boiling water. Option B is did you ever see a chimpanzee sipping tea up in a tree? Option C is come to my home for the world's best cup of tea. And the last option is tea making is really a fun. So option A is the correct option here. Put the tea leaves into your pot and then pour the boiling water. This will be the process of making tea. Question number 21. Sugra is a vegetarian. That means she doesn't eat meat. Sugra went to a party where they had lots of choices of food. Sugra will probably choose chicken Alfredo, roast beef, salad, or hamburger. She is a vegetarian, so she will choose salad. Option C is the correct option here. Question number 22. It is very difficult to drive in. Option A, rush hour, slow moving traffic. Option B is slow moving traffic of rush hour. Option C is rush hour, slow moving traffic. And the last option is slow moving rush hour traffic. So here B is the correct option. Question number 23. Yesterday, the temperature was 20 degrees below zero. It wasn't been so cold this year. Yesterday was dash day of the year. Option A is very cold. Option B is too cold. Option C is such a cold. And the last option is the coldest. So yesterday was the coldest day of the year. Question number 24. What does breakable mean? Option A is break before. Option B is in a breaking way. Option C is break poorly. And the last option is able to be broken. So option D is the correct option here. Question number 25. How long does it take you to do your homework? Option A. No, it doesn't. Option B. It takes me an hour. Option C is it took me an hour. And the last option is it will take me an hour. So here option B is the suitable one. It takes me an hour to complete my homework. Question number 26. Which example fits best with the reason? It would be wonderful to have a magic carpet. It could take you anywhere in the world. For example, option A, you could use it to travel to India. That is the suitable example here because the option B is you could fly very fast through the air. C is you could share it with your friends, and the D is you could use it to fly. But here we can take it to anywhere in the world. So the reference of a country is the better option. Question number 27. After he opened his birthday gifts, Ahmed began writing thank you notes. Based on this sentence, what is Ahmed probably like? Polite, fearful, bold, or unfriendly? So here, option A is the suitable option. Select the appropriate question for the following answer. Question number 28. There was not enough money. Option A is had the girl enough money? Option B is how much money had she? Option C is what was there? Option D is how much money was there? So option D is the correct question for the given answer. How much money was there? There was not enough money. Question number 29. You don't know America as well as I do. They always prefer a live mouse to a dead lion. There is one of the reasons why I like America. Option A is did you know America? Option B is why do you like America? Option C is have you ever been to America? Option D is why don't you like America? So option B is the correct question for the given answer. Select the sentence which gives a summary of the passage. Question number 30. Ahmed arrived at the library a few minutes before 12 o'clock. Fatima had her coat on and was. waiting for her friend on the steps of the library. So they left together, crossed the street, and went to their favorite restaurant. Option A is Ahmed and Fatima both work in the same library and always have lunch together. Option B is Fatima was surprised to see Ahmed at the library and invited her to lunch. Option C is Ahmed and Fatima met at the library as arranged and then had lunch together. Option D is Fatima and Ahmed have lunch together once a week. According to the given information, it's looking like the time was decided before and Fatima was waiting for her friend on the steps of library. So maybe Ahmed and Fatima met at the library as arranged and then had lunch together. So option C is the correct option here.